Meet Lady Sarah Chatto, the daughter of the elegant Princess Margaret and the bohemian photographer Anthony Armstrong-Jones, who later became the first Earl of Snowdon. She was born on May 1, 1964, at Kensington Palace, 3 years after her brother, David Armstrong-Jones. Sarah and David are the only maternal first cousins of King Charles III. Lady Sarah was once 7th in line to the throne, but she is now 27th. She also holds a special place in royal history, as the last royal baby to be born in a palace instead of a hospital. Back in the day, Sarah's parents, Princess Margaret and Lord Snowdon, were considered the ultimate couple. Their Kensington Palace apartment was the go-to spot for the wildest parties in swinging London. Their marriage, however, was far from a fairy tale. It was said to have been a rebound after Princess Margaret called off her plans to marry her divorced suitor, Peter Townsend. Their union was rife with turbulence and scandal, with both parties having extramarital affairs and indulging in heavy drinking. Their 18-year marriage was often likened to a 16-year-long breakup. Lady Sarah grew up during her parents' difficult marriage and later divorce. Her education focused on the arts, and she showed a love for creativity from an early age. She also knew that her mother, Princess Margaret, wasn't very interested in spending time with her young children. Instead, Sarah and her brother were mostly cared for by nannies and housemaids, who were told never to wake the princess before 11 a.m. These strict rules were set by Nanny Sumner, whose old-fashioned ways often clashed with Lord Snowdon's more modern ideas about parenting. Even so, Sarah was very close to her father, who adored her, and it's clear she got her charm and warmth from him. Sarah was only 13 when her parents divorced, which upset her. Princess Margaret was granted custody, and the children remained in Kensington Palace. Sarah attended Francis Holland School, an esteemed all-girls day school in Chelsea, followed by taking art A-levels at Bedales, an unconventional boarding school in rural Hampshire. Bedales prioritized artistic expression above all else and had no dress code, which was a far cry from her royal upbringing. This progressive environment instilled in Sarah a love of art that would shape her future. When Lady Sarah first arrived at Bedales School, one classmate remembered that she showed up wearing a velvet-collared coat and tweeds, while everyone else was dressed casually. The school's friendly and supportive atmosphere helped shape her into the person she is today. Even though she went through the pain of her parents' divorce and grew up with the pressures of royal life, Sarah found comfort in Bedales' focus on art and its welcoming, creative community. She completed a foundation course at Camberwell School of Arts and Crafts and a printed textiles course at Middlesex Polytechnic, paving the way for her training at the Royal Academy schools. She did not consider herself superior to her fellow art students. Despite celebrating her 21st birthday with notable individuals like Prince Edward, Lady Helen Windsor, and James Ogilvy at Windsor Castle, she also invited friends from art school, diverse and unconventional, who she considered the most exciting people in attendance. Sarah's life took an exciting turn when she spent 2 years in India with her father, Lord Snowdon. He was there to work on the historical film A Passage to India as a production photographer. During her stay, she interned in the costume department and crossed paths with Daniel Chatto, leading to a serious relationship. They first met in 1983 while working on the film Heat and Dust, where Daniel had a minor acting role and Sarah worked as a wardrobe assistant. Daniel, the son of actor Tom Chatto and theatrical agent Roz Chatto, often appeared in period dramas based on works by W. Somerset Maugham and Charles Dickens, but he eventually gave up acting to pursue painting, which he shared with Sarah. The couple moved into a charming Grade II listed terrace house in Kensington. Despite not being married, their unconventional living arrangements were rumored to have upset Princess Margaret. They also owned a Georgian country farmhouse in Sussex, a gift from Sarah's godfather, philanthropist Simon Saintsbury. Sarah has always loved a quiet country life, surrounded by animals and sheepdog trials. Her wedding to Daniel Chatto in July 1994 perfectly reflected that down-to-earth spirit. The couple exchanged vows in a small, private ceremony at St. Stephen's Walbrook in London. Her bridesmaids were 3 teenagers: her cousin's daughter Zara Tyndall, her half-sister Lady Frances Armstrong-Jones, and family friend Tara Noble Singh. Sarah looked stunning in a beautiful Jasper Conran gown and wore the Snowdon floral tiara, a treasured piece originally given by her father to her mother. The wedding portraits show the newlyweds standing proudly alongside the Queen and the Queen Mother. The ceremony was so short and simple that even Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip, and Princess Diana had to wait for their cars to arrive afterward. Sarah and Daniel have 2 sons, Samuel and Arthur, who often accompany her to various royal engagements, including the Queen's Platinum Jubilee and her funeral. Samuel attended Eton College and studied art history at Edinburgh University. He's now exploring a career in pottery. Arthur also studied at Eton and pursued the same degree in art history, but later joined the Royal Marines after working as a personal trainer. He was seen in uniform at Prince Philip's memorial service in March 2021, paying his respects. Sarah's successful career as an artist and her dedication to promoting the arts are rooted in her upbringing. Her parents loved art, taking her and her brother David to galleries during their youth. Sarah became a well-established painter, showcasing her work in galleries like the Red Fern Gallery in London, and winning awards such as the Creswick Landscape Prize in 1990 and the Winsor and Newton Prize in 1988. Beyond her artistry, Sarah actively supports the arts community by holding key positions at prestigious institutions such as the Royal Drawing School and the Royal Ballet School, serving as vice president of both. Her commitment to nurturing young artists and performers reflects her dedication to the arts. Although Lady Sarah is not a working royal and doesn't take on official duties, her family has always been at the heart of her life. She shared a deep love for her mother, and was devoted to caring for Princess Margaret during her illness until her passing in 2002. After that, Sarah became even closer to her aunt, Queen Elizabeth II. She often joined the Queen at Craigawwan Lodge near Balmoral, where they would spend quiet time together, reading, writing letters, and enjoying peaceful walks. Royal insiders reveal that Sarah was one of the Queen's favorite family members, sharing a relationship based on loyalty, duty, and a love of fun. She also shares a close bond with King Charles, often spending time with him painting and sketching on the Balmoral estate. She was a bridesmaid at Charles and Diana's wedding, and was friends with Diana before her engagement. Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, has described her as absolutely charming, and she is a popular godmother to Prince Harry, Prince Edward's daughter Louise, and the daughter of the Duke of Gloucester. Recently, Lady Sarah attended her cousin King Charles's coronation with her husband Daniel and son Samuel, dressed elegantly in a cream dress and hat, wearing her late mother Princess Margaret's pearl earrings, a pearl necklace, and a diamond bracelet. She also attended the coronation concert in a sophisticated blue ensemble. Even though Lady Sarah Chatto was born into royalty, she chooses to live a quiet and private life. She's known for being humble, down-to-earth, and far from the spotlight. When she does appear at royal events, she always carries herself with elegance and kindness. Her genuine and modest nature truly stands out in a world often filled with show and glamour. What do you think of Lady Sarah's story? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Eternal Women for more royal stories.